Hey there, this is Learning with Mr. Q. This video is part of the FSA Math Practice Test questions. You can find this document in the description box below. There's a link that I've provided, or if you just do a Google search, type 4th grade FSA Math Practice Test questions, you should be able to find that PDF document pretty easy. All right, so number 21, it says an addition statement is shown below, and so that's what we have right here. And it says, what is the missing digit that makes the addition statement true? And so we have a missing digit right here in this box. Now, what I recommend that you do is just solve the problem like you normally would, right? You start in the ones place. Anytime you're adding or subtracting, you start with the smallest place value and just go ahead and add it. And so I have a 9 and 1, that's a 10. I'm always looking for 10s or 5s or even doubles. And so 9 and 1 is 10 plus 4 more is 14. So I'm going to rename 10 ones and make it a 10. So that's that one that I've regrouped. And so I have 4 left over. So that goes down below. Right? And then I just go to the tens place value. There again is another 10. 1 and 9 is 10. Plus 5 more is 15. Plus 5 more is 20. So I'm going to take those 20 tens and turn them into 200s. And so that's why we regroup and put a 2 on top of that. And then I have 0 tens left over. All right? So now what I'm trying to think, I got to try to figure out how do I get 0 hundreds there? Well, if I just add up these digits that I have that I can see, right? And so 2 and 8 is 10, plus 3 more is 13. Well, there's no way you can see that there's a 0 in the hundreds place. So it can't be this. There has to be a number, a digit, one of these digits that I'm going to add to the 13 that leaves me with a 0 in the ones place, right? And so if I do 13 plus the 0, if I try this one right here, well, that's still going to be 13, so that doesn't work. If I do 13 plus the 1 right here, well, that's 14. That doesn't work. If I add the 13 with the 7, well, there I have 3 plus 7 is 10, and then 1 plus 1 is 2. So there's my 0. That's how I get that 0 there. So let's say we plug in that 7, right? And so if we do that, we're going to end up with 20. So I'm going to regroup right up there. I put the 2. I have that 0 in the hundreds place. And I like to finish off the addition process just to make sure that I did everything right. And so here, 8 and 2 is a 10, plus 6 more is 16, plus 2 more is 18. So we regroup there. And so we have 8 and the 1 on top. And then again, we're just going to go ahead and add. I see a double there. 1 and 1 is 2, plus 2 more is 4, plus 1 more is that 5 below. So definitely the missing digit is 7. And so that's really what you want to do when you get to a problem like this. There's different ways of doing it, but I just recommend start in the ones place and then work your way through the largest place value by solving it as you normally would. Okay. And so hopefully this helps. Thank you so much for watching Learning with Mr. Q. Oh, actually one more thing. We forgot to bubble in the answer. That's a good a teaching moment right there. So don't forget, don't just put the answer up on top. You gotta bubble it in. Oof, almost made that mistake. That's an easy mistake to make. So be very careful not to do that on the FSA or just any test in general, right? And so if you do that on FSA, if you put the right answer right in the space somewhere where you're doing the work but forget to bubble it in, it actually won't be counted. They'll mark it wrong. So make sure that after you finish doing your work, you bubble in the answer. When you finish the entire test, you go back through the test and you look at each question, making sure that you've answered completely. And then I like to go back and make sure that you've answered correctly. Okay. Well, hopefully that helps. Thank you so much for watching Learning with Mr. Q.